Good afternoon. At 1. The Ontario Federation for Cerebral Palsy held a fundraiser, and Justin Crouch was there to report.
It is here at the Fogular Furlan Club on North Service Road where the 3rd annual Cerebral Palsy meeting took place. The event is a non-profit organization that strives to address the needs of those with cerebral palsy in Ontario. It is held annually to spread awareness for cerebral palsy and was hosted by their own Sheila Rugaber.
It's been quite amazing. I've met a lot of wonderful families and OFCP members, other persons with cerebral palsy, other parents, and it's really helped me have a support group in our Windsor area.
Gordana Skurba is the executive director of the OFCP, who is thankful for all their supporters.
We do have a number of events throughout the year that would contribute to the same cause, raising awareness and raising much needed funds for our members.
From volunteers to cerebral palsy people themselves, many arrived to show their support and contribute to the organization. Kevin McShawn was a guest at the gala who deals with cerebral palsy.
I do some community outreach work, and I also have what's called spastic quadriplegia cerebral palsy, so that means that I don't have enough oxygen in my legs to walk normally.
To be a part of the OFCP, Skurba recommends you check out their web outlets.
Spread awareness either by becoming a member or follow us on a social media, check on our website, become a member of OFCP.
They can be found at ofcp.ca and on Facebook as Ontario Federation for Cerebral Palsy. For MediaPlex News, I'm Justin Crouch.
Today we have a special guest in the studio with host Kylie Turner.
Hello and welcome to 3 Minutes With. My name is Kylie Turner and we're here with photographer and owner of Lively Creative Co., Rachel Wiley. Rachel, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. What inspired you to become a photographer?
I was always super into art. My first camera that I had was actually a purple Nickelodeon one when I was like 7, and it could only hold like 8 pictures at a time. I think you kind of just follow your interests. I always joke that if I wasn't a photographer, I would still want to be a business owner. So.
Awesome. Yeah. And who do you offer services to for your photography business?
Yeah, so I do social media photography and then personal branding photography. So basically, I like to make people look really awesome on the internet. Yeah. And I also do portrait photography. So it's this really cool experience. I like just everyday women to feel like they're on the set of a magazine, and I want them to see the best photograph that they've ever seen of themselves.
Awesome. Where did you first start learning photography?
Oh, just kind of everywhere. I mean, there's really awesome resources just in Windsor alone, and then there's so much stuff on the internet. So a lot of it was self-taught and then just like learning from other people around me.
When did you decide to become a full-time photographer?
Well, I was doing it on the side for a really long time, but I was very unhappy in a full-time corporate job. And I remembered something a professor had told me at the University of Windsor, that if you want to be an artist, you have to get good at writing and applying for grants. So I Googled grants in Windsor, and I found the Windsor Essex Small Business Center. But the condition of that grant was you couldn't be working a full-time job. So I took that as my, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to quit my job and do this full-time.
Great. What advice would you give aspiring photographers?
I think the best thing to do is be aware of what's going on in the photography world, and that you want to be always learning, but also you need to keep your head down and don't worry so much about what other people are doing. You got to keep your eyes on your own work. Just grow your own skill and your own style.
Thank you for watching 3 Minutes with Rachel Wiley. For MediaPlex News, I'm Kylie Turner.
And now let's look at our forecast. Today we're going to have periods of rain with a high of 9 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow the skies will be clearing up with a high of 9 degrees. And for Thursdays, we're going to be predicting a mix of sun and clouds at a high of 12. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Fabricio Rivera, and you've been watching MediaPlex Live at 1.